I'm Emily Kaufman, the travel mom, and I really enjoy wine. However, the truth is, I don't know that much about it. So I've come to Sonoma County in California, home to some of the best wines in the entire world, so I can learn more. Let's go explore Sonoma County. What is tannin?
So if you take a sip of wine and your mouth gets very dried out, that's because the wine has a lot of tannin.
It also helps preserve wines. It's naturally occurring in the wine.
Kind of gives you that little tingle on the side of your palate that really starts you salivating and wanting food. The drier a wine is, the more you'll notice the tannins, but the tannins are necessary really to enjoy food with.
What is a dry wine?
Dry wine simply means that all of the sugar that was contained in the grapes has been converted to alcohol.
Dry means the wine is not sweet.
There's a difference between sweetness and fruitiness.
Sometimes people get a physically dry sensation.
It also makes it amenable with food. The drier the wine, the better it is. It doesn't taste sweet, it doesn't overpower your food.
When something tastes jammy, what are they referring to?
We say that a wine is jammy. It's that the fruit flavors that we're getting out of the wine are coming across more like as if that fruit were made into jam or perhaps baked into a pie.
A lot of what you're tasting is reminiscent of like blackberry jam or, you know, a really like dark red fruit jam.
The fruit takes precedent and it is too overpowering, and it also has a lot of alcohol in it.
What is oaky?
A wine that is described as smelling oaky means it has probably been in oak barrels for way too long, and it will smell like oak, like wooden planks.
The barrels are imparting a flavor into the wine, which a lot of winemakers you want in certain wines. When you taste it on your palate, it's a little bit like buttery and rich. It kind of makes you feel like it's got this really nice mouthfeel.
And what does it mean when something is old vine?
Old vine refers to the age of the grapevines.
Something happens in the vines, they reset, the flavor just gets more and more concentrated. They still continue to produce less and less fruit, but we think that the trade-off between the lack of production of the 50-plus-year-old vines is more than compensated for by the quality that's exponential as they get older and older.
What does varietal mean?
Varietal is essentially just a type of grape, and we are so lucky here in Sonoma County that we have such a diversity of climates, of soil types, of elevations. We can grow essentially any grape varietal that exists in the world today.
And within each varietal there are different types of those. We call those clones.
What is mog?
Mog is material other than grapes.
Which could include everything from seeds, the stems, bugs, stuff like that.
So things that you do not want in your wine.
What does balance mean?
So with wine, we're looking for a balance between all of the different flavors that could possibly be in the wine.
So when you take a sip of wine, there's that first initial reaction on your palate. And then there's that middle part, like after it's kind of sat in your mouth for a second, and then the finish when you swallow that wine. And the balance is when all three of those things are pleasant. And quite honestly, for everyone that's a little bit different. It's all about personal taste.